my God. Guillermo, what? Say something. What is that? How do you do that?
As they say in Mexico, by icebergs, that's just the tip. And we say it only about icebergs.
That
is... But what we wanted to, what we went through was a process of developing a movie like fans. So when you have the meeting with the heads of the studio, and they have sideshow collectibles in the shelves, and they have toys in their desks, and you can riff about what we want the monster and the kaiju to do, and the excitement that generates, and how we really went and figured out not a movie that was an homage to two genres, but we wanted to create something new. So to bring a different sense of drama, a different sense of scale, and I can promise you this, the places and the tenor and the tone of the battles is astounding. But at the same time, what we wanted to very much showcase forefront, it was humanity, the emotion of being there. We created a world that allowed for these monsters and these robots to exist, and the speculation of what would happen in the real world if these things were there. And emotionally, I wanted very much, when I was a kid, I dreamt of being an astronaut, a pirate, a cowboy, and I eat my Twinkies in the meantime. But I really wanted a movie that was able to recreate the sensation you had in an adventure movie of what it was to be there.
Yeah.
To be there battling with a thing that is the size of a skyscraper. Yeah. Mounted on a thing that can actually face a tornado and win, you know, something so humongous that can stop things like that on their track. And I hired a group of incredibly talented designers, all of them, Wayne Barlow, Guy Davis, Francisco Ruiz Velasco. Everybody was a fan of monsters and robots. And we all locked ourselves in very adjacent rooms, and we played. We played and played until we created the world of the movie.
Well, I think especially in your hands, people place a lot of trust, because they might just, off the cuff go, oh, giant robot versus giant monsters. Oh, it's Guillermo del Toro. I mean, your specialty is creating these immersive visual universes, and but like you said, just like finding the humanity in that, which is so important. So it's not just oh, big budget action movie. Like there's a real story underneath that ties it all together.
Well, it's partially that, and the fact is that when you get a budget, you can do two things. You can get crazy or lazy. You know, and I chose to be as crazy as I could. Yeah. And I demanded from the designers, the technicians, the actors, and everybody else to give us 110% and not rely on any resources. To use creativity and passion and madness as our fuel to make this movie.
Great. Well, I think I just want to make sure we have some time for audience Q&A. So let's go over to the audience Q&A. There it is. Oh, no questions. All right.
The man in the blue cap?
That's him. Hey guy, what's your name? What's your question?
My name is Joe, and I've been watching kaiju films and giant robots all my life, so thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
My question is, will we be seeing such iconic giant robot weapons such as drills and rocket punches?
You know, we have rocket punches.
You just totally made that guy's cut.
Yeah, we have rocket punches.
You just totally made that do you know how long he had to wait to be first in line? He's like, please rocket punches, please rocket punches.
Yeah, rocket punches. No drills, but we have amazing melee weapons, amazing close contact weapons, and some artillery. So, you know, expect absolutely obscene robot porn and robot on kaiju action.
Thank you. Was that it? Was there another part to it?
He went away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Take it down a notch, Hall H. turn around, I see blue, I see a katana, please. Guy who is clearly not the other guy, what is your question?
First of all, I would like to thank all of you for bringing this concept to reality. My question is, will there be many different kinds of kaiju with different unique abilities, or are we just seeing the same type of kaiju rehashed over and over?
So his question is,
of course.
His question is, there aren't going to be robot punches, are there?
Oh yeah. Let me tell you this, we have approximately 9 kaijus, and we have 6 or 7 robots, and each of them has a unique ability, and each of them is distinguished. We designed about 40 kaijus, and we did an American Idol on them. On the design room, we would do a pageant and show them, and then everybody would vote. We would get into heated discussions, punches were thrown, and the better kaijus are the ones that are in the movie, the ones that won. And trust me, one of the things we do is every time you think you saw a kaiju do what it does, something else happens.
Yeah, our bank account can attest to the fact that he wanted so many different things.
Thank you for your question. Next question.
Guillermo,
Yes, my friend.
I'm just hoping that when one of the pilots opens the mini freezer in the giant robot, we see the return of the Takata light. You gotta represent, man.
Thank you, my friend. Well, I think that what we do with these creatures and robots is everybody involved got a passion for one aspect of them, and we all went and fought for it. And I think that ultimately anything you guys can imagine there being represented will be there. But I think that it's important also to tell you that there are some set pieces in here that I don't think have ever been seen on film. So everything will be there.
I think for some of the actors, anyone can jump in, either of the Charlies or it's when you're working with Guillermo, and there's a lot of stuff obviously that you don't know exactly what's happening. You're literally just like leap of faith. You just tell me what to do. So what is it like to work with Guillermo on something like this when you can't visualize everything?
Well, not only not even visualizing it, I actually, when I signed on to do this, which I think is probably the case with all of us, I didn't even read a script. There wasn't even a script. I signed on sight unseen, which I wouldn't really, there are probably 2 filmmakers in the world, Guillermo being one of them, that I would take that leap of faith with. But it was extraordinary working with Guillermo. I mean, he is a slave driver. I have never worked so hard in my life, but it's extraordinary because however hard I was working, he was always working twice as hard. So it was a really joyous, fun, hard, ass-kicking, wonderful experience.
Have you guys seen any of the footage yet before?
That was the first.
That was the
first piece I've seen. I was in APR for a couple of weeks with Guillermo, and we saw little pieces, but that was the first edited footage I'd seen. Wow, it was pretty good, huh?
What is your name in question?